G'day guys, Disney Dave coming at you once again from Down Under with another Disney news update. So of course I was overseas for the entirety of June and July and have been home for about the first half of August so far, and in that time I haven't been able to deliver any Disney news. There's been a whole lot of Disney news and I've actually been keeping track of it all. I wrote a note on my phone to keep track of all the Disney news over this time so that when I got home I could finally deliver a massive 2.5 month Disney news roundup. Now there's actually been so much news, I'm going to be splitting this across 3 separate videos. This video now, I'll be covering all the amazing news that has happened within Disney and Pixar. The next 2 videos, I'll be covering Marvel news and Star Wars news as well. There has been a whole lot of news. Let's cut right into the Disney news. These last 2.5 months from Walt Disney Pictures. Disney have announced that they will be pulling all of their movies from Netflix and other streaming services in favour of their own streaming service, which will be launched in the US in 2019 before launching globally. It said that the new service will serve as a streaming hub for Disney films and Disney Channel series. Tickets have gone on sale for Disney's Frozen, the Broadway musical. Performances begin February 22nd, 2018 at the St. James Theatre, New York City. Tickets can be purchased through Ticketmaster.com.
Do you want to build a snowman?
And just when I thought I was enjoying being back, you come knocking on the door. I may have been overseas for 2 months, but no, I still do not want to build a snowman. I'm sorry, that was a little bit harsh. Maybe one day, but probably not. Don't get your hopes up, kid. The first official images of Emily Blunt and cast in the upcoming Mary Poppins Returns were released via Entertainment Weekly, and a teaser motion poster was also revealed for the film during the D23 Expo. The film is due in cinemas December 2018. The cast of the upcoming live-action adaptation of Aladdin was revealed. The film will feature Will Smith as the genie, and newcomer Mena Massoud and Power Rangers Naomi Scott as Aladdin and Jasmine. The Mummy's Marwan Kenzari will portray Jafar. The film is set to release in 2020. We also got our first looks at the upcoming Dumbo live-action film at the D23 Expo, where a concept model of the elephant star was showcased. It was also announced that Michael Keaton, Colin Farrell, Danny DeVito, Eva Green and Alan Arkin will make up the film's main cast. The live-action remake of Walt Disney's classic 1941 animation is being directed by Tim Burton and will release in cinemas in mid-2019. Meanwhile, 2019's live-action adaptation of The Lion King has added 2 new voice performances to its roster, which already included the likes of Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, Billy Eichner, Alfre Woodard, and James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa. It was announced that comedian John Oliver is set to portray Zazu, and Chiwetel Ejiofor will give life to the film's villain Scar. And in even more casting news, Hayley Atwell, best known for playing the role of Marvel's Agent Peggy Carter, has joined the cast of the upcoming live-action Winnie the Pooh film titled Christopher Robin. Atwell joins Ewan McGregor in the title role. The film is due in cinemas between 2019 and 2020. New footage from the Wreck-It Ralph sequel was played at the D23 Expo, which featured a surprise cameo from 9 past Disney princesses, as well as Stormtroopers and C-3PO from Star Wars, and a cameo from Marvel icon Stan Lee. Ralph Breaks the Internet is due in cinemas November 2018. And online, Disney released the trailer for their upcoming science fiction fantasy film A Wrinkle in Time, an adaptation of the classic 1963 novel. The film stars Chris Pine, Reese Witherspoon, Oprah Winfrey among others, and is due in theaters March 2018. And due in November 2019, the studio announced another adaptation, Nutcracker and the Four Realms. The film will see Keira Knightley as the Sugar Plum Fairy, alongside Morgan Freeman and Helen Mirren. The film promises to put a brand new spin on the Nutcracker story and showcase groundbreaking CGI. Also revealed was the trailer for the upcoming Disney Channel series Big Hero 6. The powers that be at Disney must be impressed by the series, which will act as a sequel to the 2014 animated film, as they've already greenlit a 2nd season before the first has even aired. The series will premiere on Disney XD later in 2017. Also on Disney XD, the hour-long pilot of the new DuckTales reboot went to air on August 12th. The pilot first premiered at 12 AM and was played on repeat for 24 hours consecutively. The premiere is available to stream on YouTube now for free for those living in the United States. The main stretch of the series is set to premiere on September 23. On home video, Disney released the live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, as well as the signature edition of Bambi on Blu-ray. A signature edition Blu-ray of The Lion King was announced for August 29th, and the 6th season of Once Upon a Time for August 15th. And most excitingly, Disney will finally jump into the 4K UHD market, with 2 titles announced to street on the home video format this year. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is due on August 22nd, while Pirates of the Caribbean 5 is due on October 2nd. And finally, Lion King and Beauty and the Beast producer Don Hahn has announced that he will release a new documentary, focusing on the career of Little Mermaid, Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast songwriter, the late Howard Ashman. Hahn hopes to complete the documentary, which follows his highly successful 2009 doco Waking Sleeping Beauty, by the end of the year, in time for 2018's festival season. Hahn revealed the trailer for Howard at D23. These last 2.5 months from Pixar. Pixar released Cars 3 into cinemas worldwide to generally favourable reviews, but opened to a weekend box office of only $53.7 million, making it the least successful opening weekend of the Cars franchise. At D23, Pixar announced a brand new film due for sometime between 2020 and 2021. The untitled film will take place in a modern fantasy world where magic used to exist and unicorns are everywhere. Brand new concept art for The Incredibles 2 was also revealed, giving us our first look at the sequel 14 years in the making. The movie is due in cinemas June 2018. And John Lasseter has announced that he will step down from the director's chair of Toy Story 4, handing the reins over to Inside Out screenwriter Josh Cooley. In memoriam, Disney legend Marty Sklar, one-time Vice President of Concepts and Planning for Walt Disney Imagineering, as well as personal speechwriter for Walt Disney, has passed away. Sklar was a well-loved member of the Disney family, who helped design classic Disney attractions such as the Enchanted Tiki Room and It's a Small World. Sklar also supervised the design and construction of 8 Disney parks, including Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland, and Disney's California Adventure. Sklar wrote all of Walt Disney's personal speeches and public addresses for close to a decade, most famously writing Walt Disney's inaugural speech for Disneyland. Sklar was 83 years old. And that is it for the Disney news over the last couple of months. There was a whole lot of it, and there's a whole lot of it still more to come. I will of course be covering all the Marvel and the Star Wars news over the next couple of days, so keep your eye on the channel for those 2 news roundups as well. As of this coming weekend, I'll finally be getting back into the Disney news weekly as per normal. So once again, if you're a big fan of the Disney news, we'll be back on track by this coming weekend. Okay, if you're a first-time viewer of the Disney news and of my channel and you'd like to see more and you'd like to keep up to date with all the weekly Disney news, please, after the jump, do me a big solid and hit subscribe. To all my regular viewers out there, thank you for joining me once again. I hope you've enjoyed this massive Disney news roundup, and I hope you join me for the next 2 news roundups as well. To absolutely everybody out there, I hope I'll see you again soon. Until next time though, guys, take care, and I hope you have a magical day.